Sadguru Rakshamam Pahimam. Welcome, dearest youngsters. One more day. Wish and pray that all our being together, everyday class, empowers us in our wisdoms, in our convictions, in our right thinkings, decisions, executions, and we prove to be a great asset first to ourselves and also to the world at large. My gratitudes to you, my congratulations to you. My salutations to you. Welcome. Today also the 7 programs in our around 1 hour 10 minutes class. Last one is Katha Upanishad learning. Today we will see the Ratha Rupa Kalpana, the third Valli, how Bhagavan Yamaraja teaches Nachiketa about the whole body polity covers is the Ratha, Ratha Swami, Ratha Sarathi, the horses, the place to travel, etc. Exactly, Srimad Bhagavad Gita scene is explained for the sadhaka taking the personality into our account as an example by Amaraj. 2 minutes I'll explain to you at that time. Before that, we have our Valmiki Ramayana Ayodhya Kanda, Shatatama Sarga, Kachit Sarga, few more beautiful wisdoms for our Rajaneethi Dharma to be a perfect, successful, fulfilling administrator. Before that, Bhagavad Gita, today we will see the difference between Mudha, otherwise, and wise person, the Jnani. Great topic, subtle topic, important topic. In fact, both shlokas we will see today and tomorrow also to get a complete picture of what therefore we have to do the Tatpada Parimarganam. Before that, Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam, before that Sahanavatu, before that Sankalpa Prarthana, before all, like every day, the common sense thought today. It's an important one today, therefore maybe it's a repetition, I don't know. From last 569 days we are doing classes. And tomorrow is 570th day. So the topic is what? Whether we are good or bad in our visions and goals and behaviors. Okay. The outer obstacles or problems from unknown sources won't stop coming. They all are either because of our own individual past or mutual or the total or maybe the divine pariksha. चार कारण याद रख लो. I earned my own present by my past. So too the mutual together past. So too the samashti ka prarabdha कहते हैं उसको. Even if these three are not there, to check whether we are complete matured or not, the Lord Himself may put tests. Like in so many of Puranic stories, you see, there's no reason, but Bhagavan puts the pariksha. Like Hanumanji was going. Devatas have sent Surasa to do the pariksha of Hanumanji. That Surasa coming in way to Hanumanji's travel is not, it is Vyasti Prarabdha or Samashti Prarabdha. Is it not even mutual Prarabdha? The Devatas have sent her to do pariksha of Hanuman. Understood, no? So they will come. Now, because such things are coming, we go away from our goal or working towards the goal. If we give up, then we are not really great people. The real commitment of ours, genius of ours, the workmanship of ours are tested, not when everything is convenient. When everything is convenient, cooperative, anybody can do. When the things are in odds, sixes and sevens, that time, if we have really did the work or performed it, then we are really human, really a committed person, marked for success. In general, I am telling you, apply it to yourselves. Anything in the outer world. You have to go to school, college, you have to study, you have to prepare for your exams or interviews, or you are given a project, you're already employed, you have to successfully conduct it. Like that, प्रोफेशनल रिलेशनल हजारों तुमको काम गोल धर्म होते हैं. While you are doing, don't expect everything smooth. ओके, इफ इट इज स्मूथ लकी, फटाफट एकदम बढ़िया परफेक्टली कर लो उसको. And if it's not smooth, don't give it up. Understood? Don't give it up. Whole Gita talks that only Arjuna wanted to give up. भगवान ने कहा शत्रुओं को कोई भी मार सकता है, अब तुम्हारे हैं लोग जो अभी अधर्म पक्ष में है. Now this is a great challenge to you, isn't it? So the underlining thought which we are learning today is what I have to do to achieve my goals. I am going to do in spite of all my any outer odds or circumstances. चाहे कुछ भी हो. क्योंकि if you are defeated, then smaller problems, obstacles outside also appear to be bigger. Thereafter, forget about doing bigger things. Even small things also will be ineffective and important to do them. We can't do them. थोड़ा ध्यान से सोच लें. Our target goal is what? Bigger than the biggest obstacle challenge comes. Yet we put our efforts towards our goal. This is what you see in your thousands of movies which you have seen and wasted half of your life. That is this everything smooth for the hero there in your movies? If everything is smooth and he achieves, you can't call him as a hero. He's a zero only. Everything is odds for him. Everything is obstruction to him. Nothing is anukula. Everything is pratikula. Nothing is convenient. Everything is inconvenient. And yet he does. That's why he's a hero. You have to become a hero for your own life. One thing. Equally true is the second, perhaps more. That just like the outer things or beings or situations or conditions may or may not be favorable, inside also our mind, intellect, equipment, even the sense organs, even the body, may or may not be all the time anukula or convenient. There also can be, or there will be definitely thousands of odds. With every of the odd, if we are defeated, what is defeated here? Not doing our work towards our goal, then we can never be succeeding in doing the things only. When we can't do, how can you expect the result? Understand? So the body's health is an issue. The sense organs are tired, exhausted. The mind has its so many of outer attractions or temptations or excuses, lazinesses, lethargies, losing the interests, isn't it? ये सब होते हैं. क्या जाऊँ मैं गीता क्लास में, बोर है. क्या जाऊँ मैं कॉलेज को, बोर है. आई कांट स्टडी नाउ, आई एम टायर्ड, either temptations will come or these type of inner powerful negative inimical thoughts will come. Sometimes philosophy, Vedanta, you can misuse. स्वामी सब मिथ्या है इसलिए मैं काम करना छोड़ दिया. मेरे प्यारे, सब मिथ्या इसलिए करना चाहिए, छोड़ना नहीं. छोड़ना is a laziness only. How no, suddenly you lose interest in Gita classes. Suddenly you lose interest in your duty or job. पता नहीं बस मैंने नौकरी छोड़ दी. अरे गधा है कि भैंस है कि पैजामा है? सडनली कैसे छोड़ेगा तू? माइंड ने कहा, दिमाग ने कहा, बुद्धि ने कहा. दैट इज रॉन्ग. लेट ऑल ऑफ देम कम. Yet be aware. Listen to this thought. Listen with million fold attention. Be aware that my mind and intellect are posing these obstructions or challenges to deviate me from what I have to do. So I will become more powerful in my conviction and commitment. I will do what I have to do at this time. I am not going to be defeated or succumbed by this particular problem at this moment. नींद आ जाता है, लेजीनेस आ जाता है, चलो बाद में करेंगे वाला आ जाता है, करके क्या फायदा वाला आ जाता है. नो, ईच ऑफ देम आर द नेगेटिव थॉट्स. इट विल कम टू एवरी वन ऑफ अस, है ना. द इंटरेस्ट लूजिंग फॉर द गुड वर्क्स. किसी को होता ही नहीं पहली बार इंटरेस्ट. भोग में जो इंटरेस्ट होता है, निद्रा में जो इंटरेस्ट होता है, इन डूइंग गुड वर्क, सोशल सर्विस, स्पिरिचुअल साधना, इवन मिनिमम योर ड्यूटी, वो उतना नहीं होता हो. वही तो चैलेंज है. बिकमिंग विटनेस, telling that to myself, I'll be more powerful, like Hanumanji's story. Surasa was growing, Hanumanji was growing. Surasa was growing, he became so big. Then he just entered the mouth, came out, then moved ahead. In the same way, we have to become bigger than our these inner things. If this one thing you learn to become bigger than the problem in the mind and defeat the problem, this is what the art you are learning to put effort. We have to learn the art of putting effort. Then only success comes. There is nothing called as success. Success is in succeeding in putting the efforts. If the efforts put are successful, the success is guaranteed. जो बिना एफर्ट का सक्सेस होता है वो तो टेम्पररी है, वो पास्ट प्रारब्ध होगा और गफलत से मिस्टेक्स हुआ वो फिर से हमसे वो ले जाते हैं. मेहनत से बना हुआ सक्सेस ही सक्सेस है. Therefore, success means effort only. So we have to be successful in our effort. So these are the two things: outer and inner. Odds, circumstances, unfavorable. At that time only we have to show our commitments, convictions, genius. Difference between succeeding person failure is this only. दोनों को opportunities same, resources are same, freedoms are same, obstacles are same. The one who succeeded overcame the obstacles, used the opportunities and freedom and resources. The failure person had opportunity, freedom and all resource, but was succumbed to those obstacles. Inner or outer. Outer in the form of situations, things, beings, peoples. Inside in the form of the mind's temptations, lazinesses, lethargies, any of such 1,000 traits are the thoughts. Anybody will have any thought at any time. And it has no matlab. And the beauty of the life is what? Beauty or ugliness? Moment by moment, time will not wait for us, it keeps on moving. With that opportunities which were presented, they keep going away also. And like you are in college. When you were in school, wasted so much time with your friends and all. Instead of that, if you had focused, you'd have really got a first rank in the district 10 on 10 and all that. Now you're in college, you can't do what you were to do in the school. In the same way, now you are in college. After 4 5 years, you will be somewhere in a job. No, this time, what you are supposed to, if you can't do now, at that time you can't do it. है कि नहीं? काल करे सो आज करे सो पल में परले होएगी, बहुरी करोगे कब? This is the only reason because of which I shout 7 hours per day, so many class. Because after 10 years, I can't speak. This much, these many classes. हम बोलेंगे, एक क्लास आधा क्लास होता होगा, but not like now 8 9 per day. I have energy now, I can do. That don't you see the Buddha log? More Buddha than me. I'm already Buddha. I'll become like that. कोई guarantee नहीं. Baba Ramdev teaches yoga. So we'll die at the age of 80. He may live up to 120, but he'll also become old. Just because somebody is doing yoga और eternally तो कोई जिएगा नहीं ना. Eternally तो कोई young तो नहीं रहेगा. Eternally तो कोई body का capacities तो intact तो नहीं रहेंगे ना. So we can't do that time. So to the opportunities, timings, etc. That alertness is called really living human life. Human being is expected to be alert at every moment to encash the opportunities with the given abilities. So two things, inner and outer obstacles, let them not cow down us from doing what we are supposed to do to reach our goals. Thank you. ओम परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री कृष्णचंद्र परब्रह्मणे गीता मात्रे वेदव्यास महर्षि नमः. रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे रामायण शास्त्राय वाल्मीकि महर्षि नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणवद् अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां वाप्ति तस्मिन् सदा सर्वदा तेषु साधना शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादीनां सत्कर्मणां द्वारा विश्वे सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थाणां प्रचारेण विश्व संरक्षण पुरोवृद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य भारतवर्षस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे ये शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थं आगामि निर्वाचनेषु ये ये भारतदेशस्य सनातनधर्मस्य भक्ताः तेषामेव विजयार्थं सर्वेषां प्रतिकूलवादिनां समूलपराजयार्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभक्ति भगवद्भक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति सत्संगभक्ति साधनाभक्ति देशभक्ति सनातनधर्मभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सेवाभक्ति मातापितृभक्ति द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये शान्तिमन्त्रोच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण पारायणं श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता पंचदशोध्यायस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्याकाण्ड शततम कच्चे सर्गस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय कठोपनिषदः पारायणं स्वल्पार्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे जन्मसाफल्यार्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं करिष्यामहे. डन. लेट अस डू आवर सहना भवतु. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. फ्रेंड्स, Vedic chanting 8 minutes. ओम अथ श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः. श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयं ब्राह्मणं द्वितीयाष्टकं षष्ठप्रपाठकस्य पाराणाम् अष्टत्रिंशति मंत्रात् एकोनचत्वारिंशति मंत्रात् आरभ्य. ओम समिधेन्द्रन्तनूनपातमीराभिर्बर्हिषोज्योज उषे दैव्याति स्रस्त्वष्टारं वनस्पतिमिन्द्रं समिधेन्द्रं चतुर्वेत्वेको वियन्तु द्विर्वीतामेको वियन्तु द्विर्वेतिवेको वियन्तु होतर्यज. समिद्ध इंद्र उषसामानीके पुरोरुचा पूर्वकृद्वा वृधानः त्रिभिर्देवैस्त्रिगं शता वज्रबाहुः जगान वृत्रं विदुरो ववार नराशगं सह प्रतिशूरो मिमानः तनूनपात् प्रति यज्ञस्य धाम गोविर्वपावान् मधुना समञ्जन् हिरण्यैश्चन्द्रीयचति प्रचेताः ईडितो देवैर्हरिवागम् अभीष्टिः आजुह्वानो हविषाः शर्धमानः पुरंधरो मघवान् वज्रबाहुः आयातु यज्ञमुपनो जुषाणः जुषाणो बर्हिर्हरिवान्न इन्द्रः प्राचीनगं सीदत् प्रदिशा पृथिव्याः ऊरुव्यचाः प्रथमानगस्योनम् आदित्यैरक्तं वसुभिः सजोषाः इन्द्रन्दुरः कवशो धावमानाः वृषाणं यन्तु जनयन् सुपत्नीः द्वारो देवीरवितो विश्रयन्ताम् सुवीरा वीरं प्रथमानामहोभिः उषा सानक्ता बृहति बृहन्तं पयस्वती सुदुघे शूरविन्द्रं पेशस्वती तन्तुना संव्ययन्ति देवानां देवं यजतः सुरुक्मे दैव्यामिमाना मनसा पुरुत्र होताराविन्द्रं प्रथमा सुवाचा मूर्धन् यज्ञस्य मधुना दधान प्राचीनं ज्योतिर्हविषा वृधातः तिस्रो देवीर्हविषा वर्धमानाः इन्द्रञ्जुषाणा वृषणन्न पत्नीः अच्छिन्नन्तन्तुपं तुम्पयसा सरस्वती इडा देवी भारती विश्वतूर्तिः त्वष्टा दधतीन्द्राय शुष्मम् अपाकोचिश्चुर्यशसे पुरोणि वृषाय जन् वृषणं भूरिरेताः मूर्धन् यज्ञस्य समनक्तु देवान् वनस्पतिरवसृष्टो न पाशैः मन्या समञ्जन् क्षमिता न देवः इन्द्रस्य हव्यैर्जठरं नृणानः स्वदाति हव्यं मधुना घृतेन स्तोकानामिन्धुं प्रतिशूर इन्द्रः वृषायमाणो वृषभस्तुराषाढ घृत्रपृषा मधुना हव्यमुन्दन् मूर्धन् यज्ञस्य जुषतागस्वाहा शर्धमानो महोभिः पत्नीर्घृतेन चत्वारि च आचर्षणि प्राविवेशयन्मा तगं सद्रीचेः सत्यमित्थन्नत्वावागम् अन्यो अस्ति इन्द्रदेवो नमर्त्योज्यायान् अहन्नहिं परिशयानमर्जः अवास्तु जोपो अच्छा समुद्रं प्रससाशिहे पुरुहूतशत्रून् ज्येष्ठस्ते शुष्मयः रातिरस्तु इन्द्राभरदक्षिणेनावसोनि पतिः सिन्धूनामपि रेवतीनां सशेवृधमधिद्या धाद्युम्नमस्ते महि क्षत्रञ्जनाषाढीन्द्र तव्यं रक्षा च नो मघो नः पाहि सूरीन् राये च नः स्वपत्या इषेधाः रेवतीनां चत्वारि च देवं बर्हिरिन्द्रगं सुदेवं देवैः वीरवत्स्तीर्णं वेद्यामवर्धयत् वस्त्वोर्वृतं प्राक्तोर्भृतं राया बर्हिष्मतोऽत्यगाद वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वेतु यज देवीर्द्वार इन्द्रकं सञ्जाते विड्वी र्यामन्नवर्धयन् आवत्सेन तरुणेन कुमारेण च मीमिता अपार्वाणौ रेणुककाटन्नुदन्तां वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वियन्तु यज देवी उषा सानक्ता इन्द्रं यज्ञे प्रयत्य हेत्वाम देवैर्विश्वः प्रायासिष्टाम सुप्रीते सुधीते अभूताम वसुवने वस्तुदेयस्य वीतां यज देवी जोष्ट्री वसुधिति देवमिन्द्रमवर्धदाम् आयाव्यन्याघाद्वेषागंसे अन्या आन्यावाक्षीद्वस्तु वार्याणि वार्याणि यजमानाय शिक्षिते वसुवने वसुदेयस्य एतां यज देवी ऊर्जाहुति दुःखे सुदुःखे पयसेन्द्रमवर्धदाम् ईशमूर्धमन्यावाक्षीद सक्दिगं सपेति मन्या नवेन पूर्वं दयामाने पुराणे नवम् अधातः ऊर्जमूर्जाहुति वसुवार्याणि यजमानाय शिक्षिते वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वीतां यज देवादैव्याहोतार देवमिन्द्रमवर्धदाम् हताशगं सावाभार्घ्यां वस्तुवार्याणि वार्याणि यजमानाय शिक्षितौ वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वीतां यज देवीस्तिस्रस्तिस्रो देवीः पतिमिन्द्रमवर्धयन् अस्पृक्षद्भारती दिवं रुद्रैर्यजगं यज्ञगं सरस्वते इडा वसुमती गृहान् वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वियन्तु यज देव इन्द्रो नराशकंसः त्रिवरुथस्त्रिवरुन्धुरः देवमिन्द्रमवर्धयतो शतेन शतिपृष्टा नामाहितः सहस्रेण प्रवर्धते मित्रावरुणेदस्य होत्रमर्हदः बृहस्पतिस्त्रोत्रम् अश्विनाध्वर्यवम् वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वेतु यज देव इन्द्रो वनस्पतिः हिरण्यपर्णो मधुशाखः सुविप्फलः देवमिन्द्रमवर्धयत दिवमग्रेणाप्राद आन्तरिक्षं पृथिवीमिदृगं हीत वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वेतु यज देवं बर्हिर्वारितीनां देवमिन्द्रमवर्धयत स्वासस्तमिन्द्रे नासन्नम् अन्याबर्हिषीगश्यभ्यभूत वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वेतु यज देवो अग्निस्विष्टकृत देवमिन्द्रमवर्धयत स्विष्ट कुर्वन् स्विष्टकृत स्विष्टमध्यकरोधुनः वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वेतु यज वियन्तु यज शिक्षिते शिक्षिते वसुवने वसुदेयस्य वीतां यजगृहान् वेतु यजा भूत् षट्च ओम शांति शांति शांति. Yes, friends, every day little Vedic chanting and prayer that we become masters of Vedic chanting and the Veda mantrartha is revealed to us so that we know where is the fulfillment of life and we work towards it and reach out. With that sankalpa for me and for all those who are tuning, I do this chanting every day for all of us. Thank you. Now, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga. We are in the shloka number 10th one. In this, Bhagavan is telling us Vimudha and Modha differentiation. In that, what he says is, at every moment of our life, it is such a beautiful opportunity for us to conspicuously know the Jiva to be other than everything, so too the Jiva being Paramatma. Yet, because of our overpowering uh, effect of the vasanas and other things, we are so much involved in the things that we are not able to recognize this truth and continue in that delusion and vimudata. Understood? Like, change little diet, health becomes good. But then we don't change the diet only. That is a vimudata. Change little of the attitude of selfishness and anger, come to selflessness and love. Whole life becomes beautiful. But वो हम recognize नहीं करते. That is called vimudata, isn't it? Little commitment towards our goal makes life so beautiful. But we are vimuda that we don't want to recognize. Recognize that they are parents, they give birth to us, they are bringing us up. We just have to make them happy by being little obedient to them. अब इतना थोड़ा सा बात हमको समझ में नहीं आता बिकॉज वी आर विमूड एंड मूर्ख. It's my life, I have to make my career through my proper study, getting the नौकरी. अब इतना छोटी बात दिमाग में बैठता नहीं बिकॉज वी मूड. And all the nonsense involvements we are involving in that we are wasting our life, precious human, wasting our energy and all is not worth. इतनी छोटी सी बात हमको समझ नहीं आता. We are विमूढ़. There are gurus and acharyas so lovingly guiding us. Let us be surrendering to them, devote to them, obedient to them in our own kalyana. But इतनी बात हमको पकड़ में नहीं आता. We are arrogant and we are मूढ़. देखो, in every moment we are deluded and moved. Therefore, we are not able to have our vision correct to recognize the things. We don't have the right vision, we are deluded. When you are deluded, vision can't be correct. Therefore, develop the right vision and see its effect in removing the delusion. Keep the delusion away, see its effect in increasing the correct vision. Bhagavan talks about this point. And the next slok also, $1 million important. तो ये दो हम पढ़ेंगे. Today we'll chant this one twice, the next one 4 times, 10th twice, 11th 4 times. 11th I may not have time today to talk, tomorrow I'll talk. Let us see. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Param Brahmane Namaha, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Panchadashodhyayah, Purushottama Yoga, Dasha Ekadashau Shlokau, Shri Bhagavanuvacha. उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः. Now the 11th mantra 4 times. Yatanto yoginaschainam, yatanto yoginaschainam, yatanto yoginaschainam, yatanto yoginaschainam, pashyantyatmanyavasthitam, 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 पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः 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 नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः. Together twice. श्रीभगवानुवाच यदन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितौ यदन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः श्रीभगवानुवाच यदन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यदन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः. Now, basis of all the discussion, 10 sloka is simple thing. So simple it is, if you can catch it. What is what? The whole world is kept in front of us, okay, by the Lord, only to know the Lord. Whole world is kept in front of us by the Lord with all the multiple things that are happening and the abilities in us to see them. All of that are given to us only to recognize the God. Now, if this trick or necessity is not understood, what do we do is opposite exactly. What is that? The whole world we are involved in and forget the God only. And it's not a complete example, but I'm telling you half. The entire electrical equipments are working only to prove the presence of electricity. We get deluded in the using of the electrical equipment so much that we forget the electricity behind. एग्जाम्पल कितने हद तक आप पकड़ सकते हो, समझ सकते हो, समझ लो. Okay, so difference between Jnani and Ajnani is Jnani is he that with everything which is in front of him, he is able to recognize the presence of God. And the Ajnani is he with everything present in front of him, he is forgetting the God because of it. इतना ही फर्क. For a bhakta, everything is a reminder of God. For a bhogi, everything is a forgetting, the cause of forgetting the God. A bhakta, when he sees a flower, what a beautiful flower. The divinity is the one who is created it and manifesting as it. So he sees flower, but he understands and reaches the God. Like a premi, he sees that flower and remembers his beloved. He is also premi, but of Bhagavan. Therefore, he sees the flower, he remembers God. He sees a small child of human or any animal, he is reminded of the God. See the Bhagavan ka kya a creating way of each of the species in the world. How he is making the human beings born, animals born, the insects born, the birds born, and the trees, the germination of the seed, tree growing, and into that the flowers coming, fruits coming. कुछ भी देखता है ये भक्त को भगवान देखता है. When the rivers flow, he see my Lord made it. When he sees the snow-clad mountains, see the glory of my Lord. See, he is matured. He understood that this cannot happen by itself. There is some unseen force behind it. He is reminded of that. And that God has only two ways to be seen. One, finally, as our own self experience, which will be told in the next shloka. Second is what? Inferring his presence in and through what is seen. But for the Lord, how can there be this cosmos universe? How can there be solar systems? How can there be earth? But for the Lord, how can there be all these oceans, mountains, forests, living beings, and within them all abilities? For a person जिसको ट्रिक पता चला, everything is reminder of God. But God cannot be seen with any of our indriyas which I have already seen. Natat bhasete surya na shashanko na pavaka. Finally, the God has to be seen as the self. Before that, his presence we have to accept. How? By seeing the world, we should be. Like any object is seen by a physicist, sees only the atoms and molecules. When a chemist sees, only a chemical things he sees. So to a bhogi को भोगी दिखता है इस जगत में, योगी को भगवान दिखता है. Basic point understood? What you are seeing and having seen, what you are inferring, that decides whether you are a Jnani, yogi, bhakta, spiritual person, or a ajnani, bhogi, samsari, a stupid fellow. That's the meaning basic of this sloka. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam. Vimudaha na anupashyanti, but pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. So the deluded people cannot see, and the wise people whose eye of wisdom is opened, they are seeing. In fact, what is seen? First, Jeeva other than all these things. Second, that Jeeva is nothing but Paramatma, because Mamaivamsho Jeeva Loke. So I explained to you yesterday half of this sloka, Utkramantam means both ways. Utkramantam means leaving the body and going. Somebody left the body and gone. First come from this Jagat and Deha to be real to the Jiva to be important or real. Second, that Jiva is none but Paramatma only. Mamaivamsho Jiva Loka. One meaning of Utkramantam and Sthitam means leaving the body or entering to the body as birth. Another simple meaning to make it easy for you is Utkramantam means when you are standing. Sthitam, when are you sitting? Who is standing and sitting? For a gross person, the body is sitting, body is standing. No, body has no purpose of its own to sit or stand. There is somebody inside that body for that fellow that's sitting and standing. If the sitting and standing is for the body, a dead body should do so. है ना? ए मरा हुआ उसको बोलते हैं बैठ जा, उठ के बैठ गया मानो भाग जाएंगे सब लोग. नहीं ना, who is sitting? Body is sitting or the jiva in the body is sitting? Think about it. Those who say the body is sitting, they are vimudaha. Those who say the jiva is sitting inside through the body, he is called as the jnani. So that's the meaning of utkramantam. There is someone for whom all these equipments are working. He is other than this body. That I technically explained to you. It is like the sun's reflection in that water, in the pot or in the mirror. So too in the subtle body, in the Ahamvritti, the Paramatma's reflection, and that reflection with that I thought is called as the Jiva. He is other than the Sharira, Indriya, Prana, Mana, Buddhi. They are all working for him. He is using them. He has got Jnana, Ajnana, he has got the Vasanas, and he is the one who jumps from one body to the other. With him, all these senses go, which we saw in the earlier shloka. Shrotram, Chakshus, Parshanam, Rasanam, Granam, Evacha, Adhishthayamanashchaya, Vishayanupasevate. Utkramantam, Sthitam Bhav. Then Bhunjanam. Bhunjana means when through any of the sense organs, the consumptions or the enjoyments are happening. To whom eye is not seeing for itself, nose is not smelling for itself. If that is the case, in Nidra also they must do. In a dead body also it must happen. Somebody is there other than the eye, ears and nose for whom the smelling is happening. So that's what I said yesterday. Utkramantam Sitam is at the gross body level said there is somebody other than the body using the body. Bhunjanamva is the sense organs. They are used by someone other than them called Jiva for whom they are working and bringing all the experiences. The eyes are bringing the forms for the Jiva inside. Ears are bringing the sounds for the individual Jiva inside. This is what? The discovery of I am a Jiva other than Indriyas. Earlier one, I am a Jiva other than the Sharira. Utkramantam Sthitam me, I am other than body. Bhunjanam va, I am other than the senses. Gunanvitam is the mind. In the mind, the tamoguna, rajoguna, sattaguna. Or in the mind, the sadguna or durguna. Positive emotions or negative emotions. Experience of sukha or dukkha. They are all not for the mind. Na? किसके लिए हो? Somebody other than the mind, a jiva, for him they are there. Therefore, this mind with all its emotions is not me, I am the jiva. Bhunjanam va is sense organs, gunanvitam. The variety of gunas in the mind. They are in the mind, but for whom? Not for the mind. There is somebody, the jiva. Now be attentive. That jiva, when he is conditioned by these happenings, then he is a pakka jiva, goes through the sukha and dukkha, joy and sorrow, tosses up and down. The one is not conditioned by it, but uses it as a play, looks at them as a witness. He is no more a jiva, he is a paramatma. Because paramatma is behind that jiva, the real paramatma, real self, who is only witness. So therefore, the one who identifies with them is jiva. The non-identifying yet watching them as a witness is called as paramatma anubhuti. Jiva suffers, paramatma witnesses. I am a consciousness, Baba, witnessing what is happening to my body, my senses, my mind, my intellect, and whatever they are doing. So this way, the one who has got Jnana Chakshu opened up, because he is taught thoroughly by the Guru through the Shastras, and he learnt those knowledge also, and he is experimented it. Now he is Pakka. But whenever the things are happening, he recognizes they are for the Jiva. And he knows the Jiva becomes Jiva and sufferer when he identifies with them. Then when he becomes a witness, he loses that Jiva hood, he becomes the one with Paramatma. So like a Jivan Mukta. He also are called Sharira Prana Mana Buddhi. To him also the world of things happen around. So he looks at them as Sakshi, not identified. Therefore he doesn't suffer as a Jiva. So first from Upadhis to the Jiva Bhava we have to come. From the Jiva Bhava to Atma Anubhava we have to come. So Vimudaha Nanupashyanti. Today a minute we'll talk about it. If something required, tomorrow we'll see. What is the meaning of Vimudaha Nanupashyanti? Those who are Vimudaha means whatever the things that are seen or heard, objects of the world, that they give pleasures, that they give sukha, then that Vishaya, looking at them or listening them, and they are the source of happiness, therefore I must enjoy. With that bhoga buddhi, those whose chitta is pulled towards that line of thinking of how to procure them, how to involve in them, how to indulge in them, that type of thinking is called as vimudata. Therefore, they can't see the jiva in them and the paramatma behind. They only see the one who is indulging in them is called samsari. Jiva identified becomes suffering samsari. Jiva non-identified becomes the mukta purusha. Jiva has two options, either to identify and suffer or become a sakshi and get liberated. Generally, we choose the first one. That is what it is said here. Ki our chitta is forcefully pulled into the world for indulgence because of the various vishayas which we listen or see. उसमें फंस जाते हैं, इसलिए हम पॉज नहीं दे पाते टू ऑब्जर्व दैट देर ऑल सीन आई एम द सीयर, देर ऑल विटनेस्ड आई एम द विटनेस, दे ऑल दृश्य आई एम द दृष्टा, देर ऑल द ऑब्जेक्ट्स आई एम द साक्षी. ये है विमूढ़ और ज्ञान चक्षु जिनका खुला, दोनों में फर्क. तो उत्क्रामंतम स्थितम भुंजानम गुणान्वितम vimudaha, the deluded fools who see the enjoyment in the world, they can't see the jiva nor paramatma. Then jnana chakshushaha, jinka jnana ka chakshu khula, because these things they heard from the guru, contemplated, got the clear understanding, their jnana chakshu is opened. Therefore, in and through every experience, they don't see the world, they see the paramatma. So in and through all the glowing of the bulbs fans, he sees the electricity. It is an inference, presence of electricity, untouchable. But Finally, the experience of the Atman comes subjectively only. That's touched in the next tomorrow shloka. We will see it. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 11th shloka तगड़ा है, मजेदार है, जरूरी वाला है. We try our best to discuss on that. ओमापदामपहर्तारन्दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायणम् अयोध्याकाण्डं शततमः कच्चित् सर्गः. श्रीरामकृत राजनीति धर्म उपदेशं भरतं प्रति. Yesterday's shloka, today's shlokas. Okay. Today, yesterday's shloka was 22nd wala. Mm, This thing to be discussed 2 times कम से कम. तो आज भी कल भी हम देखेंगे. 22 I said yesterday. Today that meaning I'll tell. 23, 24 I have one theme to convey. Very powerful. That today also I'll discuss. Tomorrow also. First, let us chant the 3 mantras. Now, what is the topic under discussion? For a Raja to be an effective administrator or a successful king, how he'll have to plan and execute all the policies, how he'll have to manage himself, manage the resources, manage the human beings, manage the committee or the assembly, what do you call them, the cabinet, etc. All of that Bhagwan is revealing. तो मैं तो एक एक दिन एक एक श्लोक ही बता रहा हूँ, आपको सब सुनकर एक एक दिन नोटबुक में लिखना है. देन व्हेन यू ब्राउज थ्रू देम यू गेट द टोटल पिक्चर. I can do all that 2 घंटे में पूरा समझाऊं, but then we are doing 7 activities, so every day 10 minutes only we are giving to this one. But in that 10 minutes, 1 or 2 shlokas, in that what is the Rajaniti Dharma Bhagavan is teaching, we are focusing on without doubt. Let us do the chanting of 22, 23, 24. Om Kachinna Tarkair Yuktya Ye Chapya Parikirtitaha Tvaya Tava Vamatyaihi Buddhyate Tata Mantritam Kachit Sahasran Murkhanam Ekamichhasi Panditam Pandito hi Arthakruchreshu Kuryat Nishreyasam Mahatu Sahasranyapi Murkhanam यद्युपास्ते महीपतिः अथवाप्युतान्येव नास्ति तेषु सहायता. These 4 shlokas are highly powerful, practically important. Okay, what was the meaning in 22nd shloka? Ki kachit means are you careful or not? Hope you are not allowing this to happen. In this kachit word दोने हैं. होप ये अलो नहीं कर रहे तुम होने का, और होप तुम ये कर रहे हो या करवा रहे हो. Hope you are avoiding this, hope you are doing this. That is the meaning of kachit. Is it happening through you? Is it being stopped by you or not? That way. Kachit means that's the meaning. Kachit, kachit, kachit. Hey Bharat, तुम ऐसा कर, ऐसा मत कर. ऐसा बोल सकते हैं राम, as an elder brother. But no, Bharata is Raja, he can't order him. Therefore, he can, as a brother, indirectly teach. And it's always, you all do when the youngster grows to age of 18, 20. Like when he was child, the parents want to order him. है उधर जा करके, बेटा उधर जाओगे ना, बिकॉज टोन बदलना पड़ता है उनके लिए. यू कांट सेम ऑर्डर. अब बचपन में सुनते नहीं थे गधे लोग, अब कहाँ सुनेंगे. सो टू इन एनी मैनेजमेंट में देखो, द बॉस ही ऑलवेज सेज ऐसा करे तो अच्छा रहेगा, ऐसा करने से नुकसान होगा. इसका अर्थ क्या है? ऐसा करो, ऐसा मत करो. बट इट इज नॉट इन अथॉरिटेटिव लैंग्वेज. Here also Rama, not authoritatively, but in a form of inquiry, suggestion is teaching. तो कच्चित कि तर्कैः through the discussion with each other, युक्त्या with logic, then अपि अपरिकीर्तिताः are being shared by someone, गुफ्तगु, by knowing or not knowing, त्वया वा तव अवमात्यैः मंत्रितम. That thing which has been conceived by you and shared with mantris or in that secret chamber with mantri mandali, when you discussed and you came out with some plannings, proposals, discussions, decisions, policies जो आपने बनाया, ये पॉलिसियों को the the common praja in the world, you know, through a person's imagination or the projection or a logical thinking or mutually sharing or the release of the secret. By any of the reasons, hope it is not made public, not required. Okay? Uh, mm, 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 mm. Because when the things are known to the people, na, they play a spoiled sport in that. They destroy the disturb or the obstruct the thing. ये राजा को बहुत केयरफुली रहना है इन बातों में. So your thinkings, policies with your mantri should be maintained such a secrecy. They are executed when they are executed, people are coming to know. But before that, they should not be leaked to anyone. उसका पता भी नहीं होना चाहिए लोगों को, कोई गेस भी ना कर पाए, किसी को लॉजिकली भी नहीं पता चले, कोई ऐसे इमेजिन भी ना करे, एंड नॉर एनीबॉडी टू शेयर दैट. ये राजा का मंत्रियों के बीच में राज्य के भलाई के लिए जो मंत्रणा चलता है उसको बचा के रखना चाहिए. दैट इज द अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट राजनीति धर्म. कुल्लम कुल्ला यू शुड नॉट शेयर एनीथिंग. You should work on the developmental projects. No, what are the things I am not telling? There are thousands in them, in the mantrana, that can be attacking the other kingdom because they are creating nonsense, or when they attack to defend. वहां से लेकर हजारों चीजें. You can't share everything. Like within the whole मंत्रिमंडली का हो या within the other सैन्य or within any of the city. किसी को नौकरी देना है, किसी को नौकरी से निकालना है, किसी को ट्रांसफर करना है, यहाँ से लेकर के द इन्वेस्टमेंट्स बढ़ाओ या कम करो. इफ यू रियल सीक्रेट्स रिवील करोगे ना, देन पीपल स्टार्ट डूइंग द एजिटेशंस एंड दे डू ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ नॉनसेंस देयर. अब इसको आप नौकरी से निकाल रहे हो, अब आपने मंत्रणा कर दी और समय उसको लीक हो गया, then he will within that short span he will collect all the friends of him, then he may do that bigger agitation and dharnas. No, I am not explaining in these details, but this is what is meant by Bhagwan Rama, that what you and your mantris have decided, any of the decisions, you should not reveal them. कभी कभी टैक्सेस बढ़ाना पड़ता है ना, कभी कभी कोई डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स को थोड़ा डिले करना होता है, बिकॉज इट्स अ बिग थिंकिंग टू मैनेज द कंट्री फॉर इट्स प्रॉस्पेरिटी, नॉट वन डे 2 days कंटिन्यूसली. उसके लिए बहुत चीजों को चेंज करना होता है, ऐड करना होता है, डिलीट करना होता है. सो डोंट लीक दीज थिंग्स. somebody has done a crime, you have to punish him. You can't make it public. फिर उसके सारे दोस्त वगैरह आकर वो तंग करेंगे हमको. You can't waste time in answering them. You can answer them, but you have time is very precious, no? Like this, any governmental policies होते हैं in the interest of the country. Thousands they can be, hundreds and thousands, lakhs they are. When you do the mantrana, secretly execute them. That's all. Don't make the public things public. Like India में, you and as a individual citizens are buddhus, बेवकूफ, we don't know. But how powerfully, perfectly from 10 years, the government is working in all fronts. That's why peacefully, smoothly, the country is growing in spite of the pandemics like Corona, in spite of troubles by China, Pakistan, America, and all, and most firstly, in spite of the stupid opposition parties at the states level, so at the national level, playing the dirty politics, trying to demoralize and pull down. In spite of that, you know, wonderfully the developmental projects are brought. फिर उसके लिए कितना मेंटेन कर रहे हैं, उसमें से एक आध जो लीक हो जाते हैं, ये गधे लोग ऑपोजिशन वाले वो पकड़ कर खींचने का कोशिश करते हैं. दे आर कितना खुंदक खाते हुए ना, दे वांट पावर पावर एंड ऑल. Chalo, a good person is ruling the nation in a good manner. Any problem will suggest them. So let us relax. No. Hmm, think about it. Anyway, now today's श्लोक क्या है ना, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. कल इसके बारे में ज़्यादा बताऊंगा. आज का क्लियर हो गया ना. With you, your मंत्री, whatever policy is made, for by any reason that should not be leaking to the public or anyone. दूसरे देश के लोगों को नहीं पहुंचना, अपने ही देश के भी. बस if the important works, they have to be executed. Other things silently should be done, isn't it? They have to maintain some secrecy. जिसमें ज़्यादा नुकसान है, कम फ़ायदा है, नो फ़ायदा है, कुछ में नो वेरी केयरफुली हाउ टू बी कुछ चीज़ें. नो लाइक एन एग्जाम्पल, लाइक कोई संत महात्मा कोई भी गलत नहीं करना चाहिए उनको. दैट इज वाई कॉल्ड संत. बाय मिस्टेक कुछ हुआ मानो, बिकॉज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग. नो इंडिया इट इज publicized so big way that all the Hindus lose the faith in Hinduism and all, as if the other religions they are not doing. I am not justifying, बट इसका इफेक्ट देखो. लाखों करोड़ों का श्रद्धा जाता है. ही मे बी रॉन्ग. यू पनिश हिम सीक्रेटली बट डी नॉट मेक पब्लिक. वेयर एज द अदर पीपल, नॉन स्पिरिचुअल, hundreds and mistakes they are doing, they're all hidden. They're not doing goods, they are projected. Therefore people get, youngsters get attracted towards that. Behind the scene कितने negatives होते हैं वहाँ, but still they are projected as heroes. And the great Mahatma saints, few mistakes they do, they are projected. I'm not justifying, very clear. It's effect I'm telling. That Raja should be careful. He understood. Raja should be careful. इसका इफेक्ट क्या होगा दुनिया पे, मतलब प्रजा पे, जनता पे. आई गिव एन आइडिया, वन गिव एग्जाम्पल. जिसको छुपाना है उसको पब्लिक करते हैं, जिसको पब्लिक करना छुपाते हैं. ऑल आवर शास्त्रास ज्ञानास दे हैव टू मेड पब्लिक, बट उसको आने ही नहीं देते बिकॉज सेक्युलर कंट्री. एंड ऑल द अदर मीडिया, द भोग वाले इतना उसको परमिशन लाइसेंस देते हैं. उनको तो रोकना चाहिए पूरा. with which the minds of youngsters, children are getting spoiled. है ना. रोकना है बस उसको. then only in the true sense the country, the people grow. tomorrow क्या है ना, बहुत बढ़िया बात है. क्या कहते हैं, there are 1,000 मूर्खास are there, one pandit. Because of the quantity, don't select the 1,000 मूर्खास. One pandit you select. Because pandita jnani alone will help you in time of crisis, even otherwise to give you developmental projects. If he is not pandit, 1,000 or 10,000 मूर्ख भी तुम्हारे चारों तरफ है, they won't help you in development. These two shlokas talk about this crucial thing. It is more important because tomorrow is the second phase of election. एक पंडित जी को वोट दो जो देश का इतना सेवा कर रहा है, तो 1,000 मूर्ख है जो अपोजिशन में, उनको एक वोट भी नहीं देना. ये तो मेरा स्ट्रिक्ट रिक्वेस्ट है, ऑर्डर है, अदरवाइज पछताओगे. ये जो अच्छा सेवा, इनको हराने के लिए इन केरला एंड ऑल फ्रॉम ऑल डिफरेंट कंट्रीज हाफ रेट पे, फ्री पे हेलीकॉप्टर फ्लाइट्स में लोगों को इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं वोट डालने के लिए. वो रियल है कि बोगस, आई डोंट नो. यू नो रियल देशभक्त को हराने के लिए. अब आप लोग सनातन धर्मी, भारतीय सनातन धर्मी हो ना, देखो देश का डेवलपमेंट तो with your unbiased eyes. If you don't select right persons, you will suffer. Choice is yours. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll see that. Now Katha Upanishad, we are doing the third chapter. बेटा आज के प्रसंग में, today's talk में, as I told you in the beginning of Geetha class also, while explaining to you, I told you that it will be in the Katha Upanishad. It took 500 and about days for us to take initiative to chant Katha Upanishad mantras, which I referred that time. So, Arjuna, Krishna, Ratha, horses, reins. Then there is a Kurukshetra place. One side Pandavas, one side Kauravas. This is the scene of Gita. रामायण को भैया अभी कठोपनिषद बता रहा हूं मैं उस गीता इसमें रिमेंबर द अर्जुना इज जीव every jiva. The Krishna is the buddhi. The horses are the chariot, the indriyas. The reins are the mind. The whole chariot is the body. The whole Kurukshetra is our world field of activity. The Pandavas are all good qualities in us. Kauravas are all bad qualities. No, you as an Arjuna, with the Sarthi as the Krishna Buddhi, you have to defeat the Kauravas, and with the help of the Pandava, you have to win that war. That portion is being told in these next 5-6 shlokas. Today 2 we will do, tomorrow day after remaining things. Katha Upanishad. Okay? The Jiva is the Rathi, there Arjuna. Then the body is the Ratha of Arjuna, like that. Then Buddhi is Krishna, the Sarathi, the driver. Manaha, the mind, is the reins. Indriyas are the horses. And the objects in which we involve are their Pandavas, Kauravas, positive, negative. And the one in whose chariot the driver fully controlling the horses with the senses, with the reins, properly navigating, he will reach the goal. The driver doesn't know driving the chariot, not controlling the horses, then he cannot reach the destination. So, to I am the Jiva, my buddhi with full knowledge should control my mind and my senses being in the body, then I can reach to my definite destination, the goal, spiritual or worldly. That's the most beautiful portion is given here in this chanting. Om Ata Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Kathopanishad Pratamodhyaya Tritiya Valli Tritiya Chaturtha Mantra Om Om Atmanagum Rathinam Vidhi Atmanagum Rathinam Vidhi Atmanagum Rathinam Vidhi Atmanagum Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Rathamevatu Shariram Rathamevatu Shariram Rathamevatu Shariram Rathamevatu Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi Manah Pragrahamevacha मनः प्रग्रहमेव च मनः प्रग्रहमेव च मनः प्रग्रहमेव च हो गया आत्मानं रथिनम द जीवा इज द रथ स्वामी लाइक अर्जुन शरीरम रथम द बॉडी इज द रथ बुद्धि टू सारथि बुद्धि इज द ड्राइवर मनः प्रग्रह माइंड इज द reins this up to this shloka. Second shlok mein the body and senses will be told. Now let us do this 4 times. Atmanagam rathinam vidhi shariram rathamevatu buddhim tu sarathim vidhi manah pragrahameva Atmanagam rathinam vidhi shariram rathamevatu buddhim tu sarathim vidhi manah pragrahameva Atmanagam rathinam vidhi shariragam rathamevatu buddhim tu sarathim vidhi manah pragrahameva Atmanagam rathinam vidhi शरीरगं रथमेव तु बुद्धिं तु सारथिं विद्धि मनः प्रग्रहमेव च. नेक्स्ट श्लोक इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तम् 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 आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्तेत्याहुर्मनीषिणः 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 भोक्तेत्याहुर्मनीषिणः. So indriyani hayani, the sense organs are the horses which pull the chariot. Then vishayanteshu gocharan, all the vishayas are the vishayas which the field we travel in. Then atma indriya manoyuktam, the atma with indriya manoyukta is called as bhokta, the jiva. The Paramatma is the witness to all of them. Just now we studied in Geetha. इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर्विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्ते त्याहुर्मनीषिणः इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर्विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्ते त्याहुर्मनीषिणः इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर्विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्ते त्याहुर्मनीषिणः इंद्रियाणि हयानाहुर्विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्ते त्याहुर्मनीषिणः. Then who will become Sukhi, Mukta? Who will become Baddha and Dukhi? One by properly handling all of them, other by not handling. That will be told in the next three shlokas. Tomorrow we'll chant. Okay? Only these two today. आत्मानगं रथिनं विद्धि शरीरं रथमेव तु बुद्धिं तु सारथिं विद्धि मनः प्रग्रहमेव च इन्द्रियाणि हयानाहुर्विषयागंस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्ते त्याहुर्मनीषिणः. What a beautiful analogy, na? Lack of time, I'm not explaining you in detail, but example is given, explanation little is given. Now you work on that and learn. How as a Jiva, by training my buddhi with the right knowledge, and the mind is under the control of buddhi, mind is probably controlling the senses, and body is kept intact. Then we are having beautiful goals in the life, and while achieving the goal, the positive qualities are taken for the help, negative qualities are kept away, and keep on walking and reaching the goal. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat, Sajjana Shantamapniyat, Shanto Muchida Vandebhya, Muktashchanya Vimochet, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, Murtyorma Amritangamaya, Om Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachide, Purnas Purnamadaya, Purnameva Shishite, Om Shanti, 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 Hari, Om Sri Guru Bhyo, Paramasubhyo, Parabrahmane, Shruti Matri Nama, Om Tat Sat, Brahmarapanastu, Bol Sri, Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai, Geeta Mata ki jai, Vedas Bhagavan ki jai, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रावण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, श्री कठा उपनिषद श्रुति माता की जय, यमधर्मराज भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद भगवान की सॉरी नचिकेत भगवान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतनों की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, नमः पार्वती मते हर हर महादेव हर, सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद, जानकी जीवन स्मृति राम राम, अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति, गीता माता की जय, समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक गण की, मुक्त गण की, मोक्ष गण की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृति की जय, अध्यात्मिक जीवन धान की जय, समस्त युवा मंडल की जय. ओके बेटा, कल मिलेंगे.